Escapism mentorship program started very casually. It was a couple artists and myself, and we had coffee and we just talked about ways to sell your art. And then after a while, it needed to go to another level of professionalism.
The Escapism mentorship program is over 10 years old. It was run as just this altruistic, very nice function of our business. It got to a point where this program could not function with just John and me. That was no longer possible. Now that we have the nonprofit art launch, it's been a total game changer. It allows our business to function independently, and then it allows the programming for the artists to skyrocket and be better than ever before.
I believe a lot of people start programs or new ideas and they don't last very long. So I'm very proud of the work that Ryan and I have put into keeping the program always new, fresh, and exciting. We have a multiple jury process of collectors that help decide who the new escapists are going to be. So with that, every year we just get a lot more applications.
I applied for the Escapist program because this would be a really neat way to sort of take my painting to the next level.
Was at a point in my art career where I felt like I wasn't quite getting where I wanted to be. And I felt like the best way I could do that is to get more education on the matter, maybe ask somebody who's actually doing it and try to maybe learn or get information from them.
The program has grown beyond our wildest dreams, and it has grown to where we've had applicants from all around the world. We now have this unbelievable training facility with the Chrysalis that allows us to give them programming that truly is training on how to sell their artwork in the real world. We are having a true impact, a positive impact on the lives of the artists, and couldn't be happier.
If I had my way, I'd never see the day when I found myself on the floor.
When I first got the studio space, I actually sat in it for a while alone, just trying to take in the idea and the accomplishment that I actually have a space that was given to me because someone believed in my art and my passion to continue to do what I love to do.
I would define the Escapism program as being a great opportunity to learn how to grow their art business. I think it's a really great tool for people who want to sort of learn how to take the next step to grow their career.
This program just shows you step by step, here's how to price things, here's how to present them in a way that is extremely irresistible to people.
Yes, we're helping their sales. Yes, we're adding to their collector database. But confidence you can't really measure, but you know it's needed. So the number one thing I think we do, both John and me in my role, is instill the confidence in them that they can do that. You can do this on your own.
They challenge us with these large quantities of work that we're going to be producing over the year. It's like there's just no room to think about mistakes or think about too much stuff. The work just starts coming out of the brush and onto the canvas, and it's a beautiful thing to kind of witness as it's happening.
One of the greatest things I learned this year was to not be so afraid and to have more confidence in the ability of something that I already do. To not be my own worst critic and to allow my creativity to truly flow from who I am on the inside. To not be afraid of that, to share that with people because it's a beautiful thing.
John and Ryan have a lot of great advice to give about starting a business, about growing your career, and just a lot of practical advice about things that maybe if I had tried doing this on my own, I may have eventually figured out how to do these things, but because they've been doing it for so long, they already know the ins and outs of the process.
They just give advice so freely, and there's moments of wondering like, okay, is this really gonna work? And how do they know it's gonna work? And then suddenly you try a few of the things and they really work.
They're two totally different people, but I believe that that is such a beautiful balance because you have John, who is the creator, He's enthusiastic, he's very passionate about his work. But then you have Ryan, who's also equally as passionate, but very structured and loves to do things in a very organized way.
My favorite day is when I'm at an Escapist show to see the excitement of the artists, the excitement of the collectors, the interaction together, and to see pieces being placed with the collector is thrilling for the new collector of the artist, but also for the artist.
When an Escapist does a lot of hard work and has a very successful solo show, it's helping them for their whole career.
Before my solo show, I was here all the time, you know, getting ready for the show.
My solo show was a success because of lots and lots of hard work. You need to have a very strong support system of family and friends around you, such as John, Ryan, the Art Launch supporters, anyone who supports the Escapist mentorship program. I definitely didn't do it alone. I still want to say thank you. It was just an incredible experience, and I don't think it would have happened without acknowledging that I didn't do it alone.
It's important, I believe, to donate to Art Launch because those dollars really go directly to help the artists that are in the program.
The people who support this Escapist program must care so much about the arts, and it is so heartwarming, and it makes me just feel so thankful that there's people who care enough.
As the program has grown, the need for funding has become imperative. We now have this state-of-the-art training center, and with that, there's a lot of associated costs. When we have funding, it allows all of the programming for the artists. Spring shows, their summer solo shows, their Escapist retreat, their big graduation gala. The dollars are very, very important to help the program continue to function, but also to grow and improve upon itself.
A year ago, I was still employed trying to do art as a hobby or just trying to get my name out there. But when I got serious about myself and wanted to apply to this program and realized that it was going to take a lot of time, a lot of seriousness, a lot of passion, that's what changed in me, was realizing the abilities that I already had inside to become a full-time artist.
So the main thing that I can do now after the program is not only apply all of these business principles to my business, but also to be able to give advice to people who come to me.
I want to say thank you for helping me become the artist that I am now. Without this village of people, this wouldn't exist for me and future artists. So thank you so much for everything that you do.
It's life-changing, and what you're doing makes a huge difference. Thanks.
Thank you so much for all of your support. This has been a wonderful opportunity for me personally to learn how to grow my art career, and it would not have been possible without your support.
I hope this documentary, 2019 Escapist, shows you where your money goes, and we are so grateful for every dollar you give Art Launch.
I would like to thank the Art Launch donors. I would just let you know the impact that your dollars and your donations are having on the lives of artists. And to discover that, I would really just challenge you to speak to the artists one-on-one and ask them the impact that this program has had on their life. For many of these artists, because of your generosity, it has absolutely changed the trajectory of their entire life. No matter if they're gonna stay a full-time professional artist, it has featured them and highlighted them in a way that's never happened to them before. And it could not have happened without your generosity. So thank you very much on behalf of John and me, the Art Launch Board of Directors, but particularly from the Escapist artists. Thank you very much.